Hofmann has won 14 NHRA national events, but the final round he will never forget, and neither will any of us who saw it, came just 1 year ago at the Gator Nationals. And Al, you were behind the 8-ball, man. We were scared for you, buddy.
Well, that's certainly one way of putting it. It got my attention. We were running great all day, and in the final round, about 900 foot down the racetrack, it was on a nice smooth run, but it broke the crankshaft in half and tore the front of the motor off and ripped all the fuel lines off. It was just a violent fire. By the time we hit the finish line, it had burned the dashboard out of the car, and I was looking straight at the motor. And halfway down the shutdown, we ran over a piece of the crankshaft, got the car sideways, forced us into the guardrail, and next thing I know, it was upside down on the guardrail.
Looked more like a plane crash, but what a difference a year makes.
It sure does. I mean, this year we're going into it with a great new sponsor, GM Performance Parts, and their middle name says it all, Performance.
And Bill Fitzgerald of GM elaborated on the new Hofmann deal.
Working with the Motorsports Group as well as Pontiac and ourselves, we recognize the opportunity to have a winner on our team, and that's what we're looking forward to. That's what we went for.
Stay with us, everybody. When we come back, Al's wife Helen will join us, and we'll show you some new-look Pro Stock motors. Dallas was also the site of Al's latest victory just last season. Helen Hofmann joins us, and Helen, this is a fantastic piece of property.
Yes, it is really nice. I'm glad you like it. We've lived here for about 11 years, and as the racing program has grown, we've basically had to grow with it. We built a house for our daughter and grandson to live with us, and then as the team got bigger, as the years went by, we've built a house, a complete crew house that is on an adjoining property. On the south side of the property is a bird sanctuary, so we have the whole corner.
All on 7 acres, and Al, what an easy commute for you.
Yeah, it sure is. Right out my back door, you know, all I gotta do is roll out of bed and go to work, and it's close for the crew. I mean, 30 seconds they're at work, so it's really nice. It's a great little town down here. We really like it. We got one red light. It's still a small southern town. And people down here are just great. I know everyone, and they know me, so we really enjoy it.
We're enjoying our visit here. Right now, you enjoy looking at some great new Pro Stock motorcycles. Welcome back to Central Florida. The first 2 races of the year, Jimbo Ermolovich and his crew put Al Hofmann on the pole. But it's not all work. You can play on this property, too.
Oh, yeah. We got these go-karts we've had for a couple of years, and when it gets a little tense over there, we'll come over here and run into each other and throw sand on each other. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Al says with the new sponsorship deal and some funds, you're like a kid in a candy store ordering them fast parts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just replacing some stuff that had some wear on it, and really not changing anything, just trying to get some new stuff in there, you know, so that we don't have any failures like Gainesville last year.
I promise not to tell anybody. What was the secret to that 486 at Pomona?
Well, the car's been trying to do that. It was on that run in Houston on Friday night. We had to shut it off, and just a lot of clutch. If you can get it to go down through there with a lot of clutch on it, it'll run good like that. I mean, you know, that's basically it.
Sure. What's it like working for Al and Helen?
They never tell me anything to do. Anything I want to do with a race car, anything I want to buy, it's all up to me. They don't tell me, well, we got to do this or we got to do that. It's like it's up to you. It's your car to do what you want.
When we come back, we'll show you that Al Hofmann's passion for performance is not limited to the drag strip. When it comes to the race car, that's Jimbo and the crew's job. When it comes to his street machine, Al is hands-on. You love working on these cars, and it shows, Al, especially this 57 Post.
Yeah, I really enjoy these cars. This car here I found in about 4 years ago. It's an original one-owner 57 Chevy, and it had 56,000 miles on it when I got it.
Incredible. So. And the 69 Camaro's a beaut.
Yeah, this is definitely a nice car, and it's definitely one of the GM Performance cars. It's got a 502 under the hood now, and it was my car, and my crew chief liked it so much, it's now his car.
Wow. I have seen this Corvette parked in your pits. It's a driver.
Yeah, I really enjoy this car, especially down here in Florida. You can put the top down. In fact, I don't remember when I've ever had the top up in the car, and it's an original 67 Corvette, 427, 435 horse, and just love driving the car.
I'm going to drive it before this afternoon is over. Stay with us, everybody. When we come back, we'll take you to Al's favorite place to hang out here in town. And while we're going there, Bob Fry has a great story about a sportsman racer doing some really good work. T-Bone's Sports Grill, the favorite spot for Al and his pals. They hang out. A lot of race fans, they knew you when you walked in the door.
Yeah, they sure do. We spend a lot of time in here planning strategies and what we're going to do with the next race. My crew chief, my whole crew comes in here. We have a great time. We really enjoy it. There's 20-something TVs, and every one of them's got TNN and NHRA today on.
That's hot. You know, the rivalry with John Force is heating up. He's in a Ford, you're in a Pontiac. It's pretty intense.
Without a doubt. You know, I mean, the best thing that happened to us is when he went to Ford. Right now, you know, he's got to be regretting it, especially since we got the fastest race car on the planet, quickest, I should say, with a Pontiac.
And you each seem to try to get the other's goat to maybe make a mistake, red light, or be late.
Sure worked at Dallas, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Can you leave that at the racetrack, though?
I don't think so. We have a good time with it. And wow, look who's here.
Chuck Etchells, how are you, buddy?
I came down here to see my buddy Al. What are you doing here?
See my buddy Al?
Well, you're not here playing strategy like we are you?
No. John Bush, you better look out. They're ganging up on you. One final question for you, Al Hofmann. Who will win the 98 Funny Car Crown?
Without a doubt, it's going to be a GM car. Hoping it's going to be me, but this guy over here is running awful good.
Really? Chuck Etchell, same question.
Well, it could be the guy that's going to be here in about 10 minutes, Whit Bazemore.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, there's a guy in California who's going to have a lot to say about that, and you know who I mean. We'll see you next Sunday with a preview of the Pennzoil Nationals from Houston Raceway Park. Our first look at the new Pro Stock trucks, all at the times you see on your screen. I'm Steve Evans. See you then here on TNN. Let's eat, boys.